This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the New England Patriots.
If you were me, you do this too.
Throwing Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there for the Patriots. Now Jones. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. This is White on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play, but... Back at the 45-yard line. The defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for his running back, White. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Giants are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones looking for Shepard deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. There they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Dancing to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Jones eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Pats have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Farrell Cooper now going to bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only run of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Jones off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, let's get in them holes.
forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports.
Mike, 54. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Check smash. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Yeah. Come 19. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Joe Judge has made his verdict. His guys will go for 2 here.
Big stop, let's go.
Jones throwing for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Logan Ryan. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New England Patriots. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Taylor now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jones now on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch out.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
My game. Drop deep.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. The Pats at the line ready to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought process.
And now off to the races.
That's just
down
the
the right
start,
side.
baby!
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jacoby Myers, 54 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Hey, tight. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Prescott now from the 50.
Let's get off the field, D.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
47.
Prescott on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Patriots are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this off.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr. showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. 6-0 our score after 1. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
My game. I'm coming. Here go 46. Mike 8. Blue Dan. My game. Here we go. Mike 8. Go. Get out there. My game. In your face.
To throw is Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
58's the mic. Bandit. 58, boys. 58.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Patriots' 2-yard line.
Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he will take it in for a Cowboys score. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. He will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones being chased out left. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Watch the slats.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Jones escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. James White as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Back to throw. Jones flush to his right. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
So they touched him before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And folks, kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You got it, sir. 55 is my guy. 55. Run it. Check. Cowboy 80. Fresno.
From the gun, Jones. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Let's go. 70 Lions. 70 Kill.
Now Jones on 1st down. Flushed out right. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Here's Jones operating from the gun, escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Check. My game.
Running with Elliott. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Prescott now. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Watch that end, tight end's right.
Prescott to throw it. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
First down at the 42-yard line.
Check.
1st down, Prescott. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Single. At the 45-yard line.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, throw left side, complete. That's Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 8. Then we're going to 53. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. The 40. The 20. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough.
I'm going to show you, man.
From the end zone. Jones throwing on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Steps away to his left. Open man, the tight end Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Myers. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. It's complete. James White. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. Touchdown! Damian Harris from 17 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, and look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
Now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Edwards-Helaire. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Kyle Van Noy with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. Sliding out of the pocket. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, They must feel like they need to steal possession.
Here's a diving catch right side. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Patriots.
They'll run for the first time now with James White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. Open man right side, Myers. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, 30 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one swung out to Williams. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure looked like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Hey, tight down.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Off play action. Jones. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
I got you.
Edwards-Helaire is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Takes place. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taylor now to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mac Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is...
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Throwing, Jones. That's complete to White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown. James White, 49 yards. And the Patriots on one play have taken the lead. Looking to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game.
34, Patriots 30. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. White's got a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
53 is the mic. 53, check 53.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. It's White. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Jones now. A final shot before break. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Dancing to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Patriots 30. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And this is secured by the Patriots. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Forced out to his left. Open man is Myers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. First down, here's White. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Jones off the play fake. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of.
Catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back and it can turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Only a closed out well defensively, and it brings up third. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves. And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On first down, it's White. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. He completes it right side to White. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 53, Mike 53.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And some room to work. He's at the 40. 20. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Patriots 38.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On the move to his left. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Jones on 1st and 10. Out right to Bourne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
10 more yards.
They'll look to throw again. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
First down, Chiefs.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
58, right over there, right over there.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the Pats are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
54.
Jones.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, watch the lane.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center, because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line.
And this is caught, and that could seal it.